elke keer as ek hier kom is daar nuwe goeders nie. Ongelooflik mooi. Regtig net eenvoudig besonder. Hallo julle, ons is hier by Nikki's Accessories. It is a gorgeous place. Nikki's Accessories. It is in Centurion and really a lovely place to come and visit. It's a young girl. We're going to show you Nana. She will come down and just say hello. Then she can tell you a bit about her story. She started very small, like I said, and she grew, and this is where she is at this moment. Absolutely jam-packed, full of the most beautiful things that you can imagine, from jewelry, homeware, clothing. It just carries on and on. Really worth it. We're going to walk around. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to buy one or two things that we can use in our paintings and stuff a little bit later. And yeah, later on we're going to just have coffee or cappuccino or whatever it is that they're going to give us, because it's pink, ne? I like the pink one. So look, walk with me and have a look what she's got in a beautiful shop. So yeah, come with me. What is very nice about the shop as well is she arranged it with colours. So you will see if you get to the yellows, it's yellows and blues and reds. And as you move through the shop, you will see all the different colours together. It works brilliantly. I love it. Hi, okay, and now we are sitting with Nikki herself in her beautiful place. We've got quite a lot of people around us, so if you can hear them speak and stuff, that's okay. That's what they do and that's what they hear, so that's fine with us. Now, Nikki is a young girl. She's 28 years old. She started this whole Nikki's Accessories when she was 22 years old, and there's Afrikaans saying nooit leer bid, ne? So she didn't want to travel from Pretoria to Joburg every day and decided that she's going to start something. And after 3 shops, she actually grew till where she is today and what she's doing today. Absolutely unbelievable what she's doing. You've seen what we've shown you, and we will use some of them in our project later today. So she was kind enough to give us some of her beads and things, and yeah, so we will use that later on. I might paint them a little different color, but we'll see what we will do with those. So yeah, Nikki, why did you start this? You're a girl from Uppington, you're Afrikaans like me. Our Afrikaans is English is swak, ne? So that's okay. But you were born and raised in Uppington, you went to study in Cape Town. How did you end up in Centurion?
So my husband, when I was in my first year, busy with studies, my husband moved to Pretoria. He's a cybersecurity engineer and he got promoted to Pretoria. So he started to work here. So when I finished my degree in Cape Town, I moved to Pretoria to be with him.
And you studied marketing?
Yeah, I studied BCom marketing management. So I moved here to be with Philip. We started dating when I was 14 and he was 16 years old, so high school lovebirds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so then I got to work in the IT industry, but I don't like IT and technology. Like, I don't even have Instagram for myself, and I was very unhappy, and that's how I started with Nikki's Accessories. But I can quickly tell you.
But if you see everything that's around you, you can't imagine that you would be in IT or anything like this, because this is where you belong. Yeah. Because you've got a very good relationship with your clients, and you try to give them that personal attention the whole time. But as you grow bigger and bigger, do you think that's difficult, or more? Do you find it more difficult to give that personal attention all the time?
I don't think so. I make a point to be personal on my Facebook page, so I share all my personal stories with my clients, and in my shop. So as I grew with the company, my team also got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Grew with you, yeah.
So.
And you've got brilliant girls working for you.
Yeah, and I make sure that the girls that I appoint are like personality-wise exactly like me. So
Yes.
they want to have that personal relationship with clients. So one thing with this shop, when I opened this new shop, I also opened a coffee shop. So
Yes.
in my first year, I walked into a shop in Cape Town. It's a big store with coffee tables and decor and jewelry and stuff. And I told my mom, I'm going to have a shop like this one day, but with my look and my prices and my personality that shines everywhere. And I think like this is my mini store where I am now. So the girls, when I opened this shop, I said, they always say a boss must do everything or can do
Yes,
everything.
yes.
But the one thing that I said is I'm not going to start now how to make my own cappuccinos and lattes
there's
because
people
I
that can
don't
do
want to
that.
be in the kitchen.
Yes.
So I appointed the right girls to be in my shop so that I can still be here physically active with clients.
So you're a team.
Yes, we are
Definitely.
a team.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of the things that is
Yeah.
really special for me, ne, is that you bring your parents in, or your mum in. Ne?
Yeah.
So what she's done is, when they opened this shop, I absolutely love it. They do a night market sort of thing, so it runs through the day and then through the evening. And if you come in, there's actually gin. You get gin.
This
ne?
weekend again, eh?
Yes, I must come. So then you have your gin and you start looking at this. But it's a family. It is beautiful. And her family flew in to come and help her to set it up. I think it was your sister and your mom.
My parents-in-law came the week before
And
the
then?
opening. My mum, my mum's sister, my grandma, my
So they
grandpa.
all came. They did it the Afrikaans way, ne? And they all came, and they really came to help her to set it up and stuff. And if you look at your shop now, ne, you say it's already too small. Ne?
The first weekend it was already too small, and like this weekend I made a video, it was jam-packed. So the tables the whole day, from 9 o'clock Saturday till 1 o'clock, I had a waiting list of about 3 to 5 tables that want to sit down. So yeah,
So what you're telling me is you're blessed.
we are so blessed in
Ne?
abundance. Yeah.
You are blessed, but you also work hard for what you get.
Yeah,
Ne?
yeah.
So if you go back to that, ne, and you go back to your religion, is your religion very strong for you? Is it something that you see you must have, definitely?
In Afrikaans, I always say I'm actually the Jesus se wit broodjie. So,
Yeah? So she's the spoiled one, eh?
I'm the spoiled one, but I also believe success goes forward with hard work.
Yes.
So this morning I was actually crying when I spoke to my team again, and I told them for the first few years of this company I didn't have a life, and my husband didn't at that time girlfriend. We got married 3 years ago, because I worked 7 days a week. I slept like 2 to 4 hours maximum. I didn't get excited for a public holiday or a Sunday or a Saturday. I just work. And I went for my friend's wedding about 3 weeks ago to the Karoo. And when I came back on a Monday morning, I was also sitting and I was crying. And I was like, and my friend said, what's wrong? And I say, all of the hard work were worth it, because when I got back, my shop was fabulous and the girls kept it nice. So my
everything
team,
ran.
yeah, my team is really, at this stage, it's teamwork and all of us are working together, and I'm at a stage where I can leave them
And it's fine.
And my shop will
So
go
that,
on, yeah.
the thing that they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. And I think, if I always say I think I'm the best boss in the world, but I hope there's more people thinking they are the best boss, because that means that you really do care for the people that work for you, not only financially.
Nikki, thank you very much that we could come to you. Thank you that we can be in your shop. Thank you for our beads and stuff. I'm going to use them in some of my artwork. I will come and show you or send you pictures of it.
Please.
And thank you very much. And may you go from strength to strength. Ne? And there's a lekker thing that I always say, ne, is listen, I can't say it in English, ne, so I'll say it in Afrikaans. Is, ne, luister as die groot man fluister. So what it comes down to is you must listen when God whispers, ne, because he's not going to scream. And if you do that, you will only go from strength to strength. Ne? And we wish that for you. And we love your place, and we will keep coming back. And thank you very much for your pink lattes. I love them. So yes, thank you very much, ne, for joining us on this one. Thank you for seeing all the things that Nikki does. Ne? It is beautiful what she does. Her shop is absolutely amazing. Myself and my girls can't get enough from it, and we'll definitely be back. But now it's time for us to go back to my studio and go and make magic my way. So yeah, let's go. Bye bye. Hello and welcome here at my studio in Centurion. Today we went to visit another friend of mine called Nikki from Nikki's Accessories. Lovely girl, and you will see or have seen all the stuff about her. Brilliant girl. And she gave us quite a lot of beads, beads that we're going to play with, beads like these. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter where I end up painting. So what we're going to do first today is we're going to make a clock, a wall clock. Yeah? I'm going to use brilliant glue that we have also from Shak. I know they're going to have a problem with importing them with the ships and the what and the how. I don't really know. But yeah, they work absolutely brilliant. So what I'm going to do is let me put blobs here. So I'm just going to put blobs of glue first just here. I'm going to put my beads. It doesn't matter what color beads. It doesn't matter what shape beads. Just put your beads. These ones is really, really nice because it's all the ones you see as they make the jewelry that falls off. So it's all the leftovers. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my acrylics. So what happens is I can immediately pick it up. Ne? That means I can paint immediately. So just to show you that you can do absolutely, absolutely anything. I was looking for this in the other episode and I couldn't get it. But yeah, now we found it, so let's glue it. Then we know where it is. I'm just going to make a lacquer. Dollop for me. Spray a bit more. And you can see it sits immediately. A couple of other brushes. Let's see first how we want to put them. Like that. I'm sure if Shak can't bring this in for us, they will find some other one that we can bring in that will be as good, in case not better. So yeah, just keep watching. You will see everything. This one is a brush of mine that didn't get didn't get put into water. So it's really, really, really hard. You can see there it doesn't even bend. Hard, hard, hard. So instead of throwing it away or trying to clean it or paint it. Okay, and now I'm going to put more beads. Doesn't matter what color, doesn't matter what shape, whatever you've got left, use it. I think that's enough. Let's see. Go. Brilliant. There is our beads. Like I said, this glue is very, very, very good, but they're going to not bring it in. They will find something for us. Wait for everything to dry completely before you start. Now, one of the best things about your cameo paint from Shak, it is a decorative paint and it can take over absolutely anything. If you get an item that it doesn't take, you put a little bit of gesso or you put a little bit of Mod Podge, classic steel, any of those you can put on them and from there they will work. One of the new ranges that they brought out is the gesso. It's a clear gesso. They will have a white gesso as well. Let's put it like this. So you get a clear gesso, you get a white gesso, and you get a black gesso. Now what you do with these is in your Bibles, you will do Bible journaling or you will do just journaling or in one of your books or stuff. All it does is it's doing preparation on your pages so that your paint doesn't seep into them. Brilliant product. Really something to use and work on, and I'm just going to show you. It's got a weird consistency. So you can see there. Lovely. So it's not a paint, you paint over it, but what it does, it prepares wood, material, not material, canvases, anything like that, paper, it just prepare them for you. There's your white one. Brilliant, 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 brilliant product. They've got them in black, they've got them in white, and they've got them in clear. Okay, so if you've got a problem that it doesn't want to take, just go and paint one of these with one of your gesso colors, and they will definitely work from there onwards. But normally I don't need to do them because the paint is really brilliant, the base is brilliant, and it just works. So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to turn it like this for now. And all I want to do is I want to go and play with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful metallic colors that they've brought out. They are your greens. It's not colors I will work normally with, but at the end of the day, it is a new range that they brought out. It's a range worth seeing. Ooh, and it's one worth playing with. So I will just put them everywhere. They've got this beautiful yellow as well. It's called a topaz yellow on it. And I will always use my white or my lace in between. That is a carry color. So what it does, it can just play with them. Now, oh, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my hands. And this is the best way to paint. So now we're just going to do our white, like it over them everywhere. You wipe your hands, you go with your yellows. You will see I'll try not to mix my colors too much at this stage. Your greens. And your blues. Right, now I'm going to turn it because this is a lacquer mess. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my green into different places, my yellows into different places. Just mess it up really nicely. And clean your hands. And then there's two ways of doing it. So I'm going to show you the one on the one side and the other one on the other side. So what you do is you just take your cloth and start dabbing it. Now one of the big things, I'm going to show you that side now. One of the big things is that we said in one of the earlier ones, if you see when we went to visit Kim, is that if you've made a mess, just embrace your mess. And then you're going to use these ones, beautiful blending brushes. So you just start at a point, and you start blending your colors in. So you can see on this how it changed from what medium you are using or what you're using to work over it with. Remember, the more you're going to blend it and the more you're going to rub, the more you're going to mix your colors. You call it making mud. So don't make mud. Just stop at some point. Now on this brush we've got quite a lot of paint. So everywhere you want to paint in, just go and paint it in with it. For now. You've got enough paint there that you've put there, and if there's pieces that's open, so be it. Let's just do that side as well. And if I pick it up, you can see how beautiful it's starting to look. Now, completely different. On this one, when you dry it, you can go and do absolutely anything with it. So I'm going to do just that to get it a little bit more in. And then I'm going to dry it. Here we go. Okay, and this is where we are now. Now, if you look at this, while I was drying it, I saw that there's like a mountain with a little village and stuff in it. And the feeling that I'm getting with this is like that Story Night. Just my Story Night, paint and what and how and stuff. So let's go with that thing. I like that. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I want to do the brushes. So all your brushes, if you play with white, you can bring all your highlights out in the white. And white is a carry color. So what I do is everywhere where I want to put different colors, I'm going to put a bit of white. Now all these brushes and what that I use is all items that I've used. So they've got stuff on them. So look here, when I start working slowly and softly over them, all that little nooks and crannies are starting to come out and giving you texture that is just absolutely amazing. But one of the things is, if you work with white on any paint, it starts going a little bit muddy, a little bit dull, a little bit not so lacquer. So you will see these ones are not that white anymore. But I'll show you now what we do with that. So yes, we just give them a highlight of white where we want to play. You can also in your clock, if you want to go, or in your circle, you can also go and put a little bit of white to ground everything, but that's not really necessary. But if I go and I put more white over it, it will become white. So just do it again and again and again till you are happy with the result you've got. So for me, I'm just going to use one of these brushes, also Hamilton's that I'm using, and I like, especially when that I want to keep, I like that it looks like a scene that we've made, is I will go and make this slightly slightly away so that can come through more. So remember, your art is a process, and you just keep going till you feel, okay, I am where I want to be. And the big thing is, if there's anything that you want to change, you just play a bit more on it. So I'm going to leave that for now, that piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drip the paint on my brushes. I'm going to pick it up. I can't turn it your way because I have to see how they drip. So I'm going to put them on. I'm going to pick them up that they drip, and I'm going to put them down immediately so you can see what we are doing. So this one I want to make blue. This one I want to make yellow. This one we want to take the red. Okay, but now because I'm working with it here, the chance that my paint would have dropped somewhere is big. So just drop them for you anyway. I don't want to make too many of the blue or use too many of them. My board is a little bit too blue for me. And I'm going to try to pick it up that you can see. And just let it run. Till you are happy. Lekker gemors. Okay. This one normally has paste on. Not much. Paste. So we will go and put paste on for it. More. And this one I want to use a lot of gold. Of not gold, copper. Copper. I like copper more than the gold. But the gold is pretty. I like this one better. Let's take a clean one. Now this specific one is going to take long to dry. The paint is thick. The paint is on the brushes running down. It is going to take long to dry. And that's okay because art normally takes time. So don't rush too much on that. I want this to run a bit more. So let's just help it a bit. Here we go. Okay. Now, one of the most amazing things to do when you start working with this is to use all your different art things that you've got. So as soon as I'm going to draw in here with pens, I'm going to get absolutely something amazing, amazing, amazing. I will do that on the next video for you. We will put this one away to dry properly, and then we'll take it from there. It doesn't help we dry it with a hair dryer, because if you do, your paint is going to run, and then it doesn't make it nice. Or if your hair dryer is too warm, it's going to crack them, and that doesn't look nice. But what I want to do is use this stencil of mine. I got it quite a while ago. I absolutely, absolutely adore it. And I've never used it because I just haven't had time yet. So I'm going to use this one here. I wonder if I shouldn't put it like this. So yes, I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to use black. I always work with black first, and then I will do white over that. So once again, I use my flat brush as a stencil brush. I will put my paint on it. My paint is black, matte black, from Cameo's Shak's the Cameo range. Beautiful matte black. I will take some off and just start rolling your brush. Don't paint. If you want to dab, you're welcome to dab. Don't dab too much or too hard, because what's happening is you're just damaging your brush. The bristles open completely, and at the end of the day you can't use it anymore. So I like it if I just go and turn my wrist and put it on. Okay, so I'm going to dry it just slightly. Now I'm going to move it a little bit up. Little bit up. Little bit to the right. And I'm going to use my 3D paste. Again, I can't use my scraper. I've used it there. And I'm just going to put it in. You can work with your 3D paste as much as you like or as little as you like. You can work it in, you can let it stand up, you can do anything with it. You get quite a couple of these, but for me, this 3D paste is definitely the best on the market. It's very, very, very economical to use. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I will just put it everywhere. And when I pick it up, I will have magic. This one I will wash as soon as we are done, because if you don't look after your stencils, they are very, very, very expensive, and they're definitely not going to be nice. So this is how our picture looks now. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look how beautiful this is running here at the bottom. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Then I will go back to my white and just make this a little bit lighter. Okay, and then I will put, I must just look, where's my silver. So many things in front of you. My little brushes, just give them a bit of silver again. And there is how our clock looks, our painted clock with our new metallic colors that we are using. Absolutely beautiful. We will work on this one a bit later. Keep your eyes open for the extra video. It won't be till it's dry, so it will take a couple of days to get there. I hope you enjoyed this one. like our page or our group, subscribe, push the bell to see more of this, especially how we're going to finish this one. You're going to love it. See you later. Bye-bye.